What's up? Alright. The other night I talked about the Vaterra twin hammers in my video. Talking about the small PP syndrome because it was really small. So if you see, I added some wheels and tires. Well, actually I took the original tires and added some rims to them. I got the G-Made 1.9s and it's like, it's pretty cool, but it's just too small, too lightweight. So I said to myself, how can I actually do something with this? Because if you look at it, it has a really nice stance to it, and it does crawl, but it's just not heavy enough to, crawl over something. And if you hear the noise in the background, okay, it sounds like a nitro motor, but it's not this. It is. You probably can't see it, but I'm breaking in the motor on my Sen 7.7. That's an expensive break-in right there, I tell you. Sorry for the camera thing going on. Now you notice I put a post on this, okay? Why did I do that? I got a little washer on it. Sure, I'm going with this. And what do I like to do? Now, if you look at the car, it's really cool. However, but if you do this, I'm going to hide my finger over the lens for a second. Voila. That's my first ever bruiser body. See, it's broken in half. That looks pretty good. And with the speed of the Vaterra twin hammers, and it actually, and the weight of the bruiser body on it, it actually crawls pretty good. It just need a little help. And so I've been like between that and my Trail Finder 2, which I converted back to electric again. I think it's kind of funny, Actually, the 1.9s fit like the body itself, and it was a very simple couple of, like zip ties in the back and 6/32 thread in the front, and I just kind of looped them together and took out the spare tire rack, and if this 6/32 thread would have been a little bit longer. If you notice on my Nitro Bruiser, I have the long stud on the hood, and I kept that for a reason, because that's what I put the spare from the twin hammers on. I put the spare right on the hood, and I'm trying to balance out the weight on that thing. So if you see, I destroyed it today, and I took out the rear end in it, or just the brackets, I should say. So, but it was still a goof. So I came back inside and said, you know what? Well, I rethink that thing there, and maybe I'll do something steel this time, and break in my Sen motor. It's like, that was an awesome kit, and it's like, you know what? Gotta live large, guys. Something breaks, set on the shelf, think about it for a little bit, and go back to, whatever else you have to keep you occupied. Right now I'm watching NASCAR, and I'm goofing on that because I love cars, man. Like, I'll do a video of my driveway someday. I got the coolest driveway in, like, Rhode Island. So, this is what I do, Like, my mind's always going. It's like an insect, So, hopefully, if you guys can see this, the Trail Finder 2 body will fit it too, but you got to alter the roll cage on the Twin Vaterras, because that's why I bought, the Trail Finder 2 body. I was going to put it on this with the white rims and paint it white, and, and go from there, and just kind of like be cool with it. But, it's like, these bodies are really, they're expensive to get, and especially this one here, it's like it's almost extinct. You know, I've actually put pieces together because actually my last order online was some pinion gears for my brushless system, and I bought a clutch bell for my nitro bruiser because I realize I'm running a 22 clutch bell on that thing, and it's like, yeah, I want to come down to like a 16 or something, and I want to see how that reacts because I like the G-made wheels, a little bigger than the Dick C-Pack ones, but so I'm playing with my gear ratio there and rethinking things, and I'm at the bulletproof you know, all the stuff that I've done. As you can see, it's hanging there, dripping in the sink right now, and I'm on it. Not a problem, guys. I'll be back with another video, and right now I'm just toying around with this and letting my 7.7 send colossal Genesis motor break in outside, and you only got one time to do that. You got to do it right. So it's like, because after that it's all destruction, which I love, but it gets expensive when you rebuild motors. So, like I say, the brushless system is still up in the air, and I don't know what this is brushless capable. This thing, and does it need it? Probably not. But and it's definitely not going to be gas because it just doesn't need to be. You know what I'm saying? So like I say, the Twinn Vaterra. There you go, twin hammers, man. There you go. G-made wheels. I put them on the original rims, and you know what? These rims do not fit those tires. I had to like pull out the bead lock in them and just mount them up, and I'll go old school with this and maybe do a touch of glue on it, unless I buy some G-made 1.9s for it or something compatible with the rim. You know what I'm saying? So this is a quick update. I'm gonna sign off, and hey, any comments, any questions? Like let me know, man. Just like shoot me an email or comment on my photos or my videos or whatever you want to do, and I'll do a video of this up and running too as soon as the snow goes away, because 1.9s are not very good in the snow. You know what I mean? Unless you got chains and double tires and some, but it's like like I said, it was a small PP syndrome when I opened this box up. I'm like, come on, you know what I mean? Like, I was gonna buy the Wraith, and it, for some reason this was faster, because I did see a review on YouTube, and the guy was really crafty when he like placed the Wraith way in the background, and he placed the twin hammers kind of in the forefront, so they look the same size. And if anybody knows anything about those two kits, they're totally two different sizes. Like the Wraith is huge, and I like big stuff. And like I say, it's going back to the grasshopper here, basically. But but it crawls nice, and this was a ready to run kit, and I can't complain about the electronics in it. As far right now, they said they got bad servos and all that stuff in them, but what I did was I actually like set it up and kind of readjusted everything in the car. You know what I mean? And so far it's lasted, and I haven't ran it that much, because I've been concentrating on the Nitro Bruiser. But hope this helps, and anybody buying anything out there, I'm trying everything I buy. I try to do a little bit of a review on it. So if you guys are buying it out there, and like the drive shaft thing, I was totally blind by that. It just had like measurements of length and shafts. And when I bought those things, and I decided to say, hey, I'm going to weigh them, and try to get technical with it, so you guys know when you're building something, your weights, your measurements, all that stuff's really important, and the manufacturers may not think so, but like I say, Actually, that G-Air system that I did with the Super Swampers, these things are still holding air because I took them off today, and when I ran and destroyed the rear end in the other truck, it was I wanted to see how long they'll hold air. When it went outside, the air pressure gets colder, so the air inside the tires decreases. And I had, my first video, like I say, probably really sucked. But that's why I put the Dixie Pick wheels on it today to go out and run it hard. And so I'm going to do an update on to see how long those tires will hold air. I'm actually going to weigh them on the scale and just let them sit on the countertop for a week, because I know within 24 hours the G Air, bighorns, they go flat, so maybe my little soap trick worked, so that's in one of my other videos. And the only other leak it would have would be the valve stem, so, which I did not soap that up, so, but I'm going to sign off again. Okay, I'm sorry guys, sometimes I ramble on after I say I'm going to sign off, but knowledge is food, man. You guys can eat it up and take what I do and what you like to do, and imagination is endless, man. So I'll catch you later. Adios.